Nikki Zeigler. Welcome to the Convo Christian Talk Show. Listen, the business edition. Guess what? It's just me. I don't have any guests tonight. I really wanted to be intentional with talking about business. Shout out to the amazing women in business, women in history. Of course, you know, the month of March is all about women in history and women in business. And so we're grateful for the ones who have really paved the way for us to be who we are today. People like Oprah Winfrey, people like, you know, Sarah Jakes, people like, who else? Name some of your favorite people, some of your favorite speakers, some of your favorite people who are in business, some of your favorite people who are in ministry. Take a moment to go ahead and tag them. Type their name in. We're going to be doing some giveaways tonight. We have so much in store tonight for you. Go ahead and like, tag, and share. Go ahead and like, tag, and share. I think they should have that on the screen for you to like, tag, and share. Go ahead and like, tag, and share because tonight is going to be really good. We're going to be dabbling into a lot of different things because I want to make sure that we are intentional with what we're doing in business, in the marketplace. We are intentional in what we're doing in business, in ministry. We're very intentional. And so if you don't know who I am your visibility expert. I know so many people are always asking me, what do you do? Listen, I am a visibility expert. And what is a visibility expert? It is the person that help you to be more visible with your brand. We're the people who help you be seen. Right? You might need photo shoots. You might need a logo. You might need a business plan. You might need to be featured on covers of magazines. You might need to be featured on radio. Well, we help you do that, and that's what I do. And so visibility, it comes with so much. Visibility comes with credibility, which, you know, if you are a pastor, an apostle, a business owner, and a lot of people don't know what you do, or maybe they know what you do, but you want to take your brand to another level, well, that's what I come into play at. I help you to get more notice. I help you with your advertising. I help you with your PR. I help you with your marketing strategies. I help you with your business strategies. And I've been doing this for the last 20 plus years. If you know me, I've worked for a plethora of people from Bishop T.D. Jakes to Dr. Juanita Bynum. I worked for Zachary Timms. I did some stuff with Jamal Bryant. I worked for a plethora of different people around the world, from Real Housewives of Atlanta to Love and Hip Hop. I've worked for PZI Jeans. I've worked for Bishop Kyle Searcy. I worked for a plethora of different people in different genres. And so now, for the last 5 years, I have created this amazing network called the Herpreneur Network. It is an organization for Christian women in business and ministry. And the Herpreneur Network is all about sisterhood. It's all about unity. It's all about accountability. And fixing her crown is what we do. And so this month, we celebrate the 5th anniversary of the Herpreneur Network. And for the next 31 days in the month of March, we'll be doing all kind of fun things, from celebrating people to talk about memories to getting to know more people and really pushing the network, because it's so many women in business and ministry know God has called them to coach, know that God has called them to speak, know that God has really called them to do a lot for his community, but maybe they don't know how to do it, right? Maybe they don't have the tools to help cultivate what God has truly given them. Well, that's where the network comes into play. And so the network is all about being there for one another and loving on one another and praying us through. For the last 4 years, every day, we've been on Clubhouse praying for people, helping people pay their bills. We've helped them with car notes. We've helped them with light bills. We helped them to get their real estate license. We've helped them to, when they were sick. In fact, the last initiative we did, we sent tissues to California when the fire hit, and we was able to help so many families with those tissues. So we've done a lot for our community, and the network have some amazing leaders that's in place. Come on here, can you unlock your people in place. And so you take the password off. And so I'm intentional with what we're doing with the network. And so I am just so excited to see the growth of the network. Today is Apostle Alicia George Day. She is our Vice President of Operation. And so all day we've been just giving her flowers, just loving her and telling her how much we truly adore her. And so it has been amazing to see her grow in the network and be one of the pillars of the Herpreneur Network. But it's so much going on. I wanted to come on here because a lot of people watch the show, but they're like, okay, what do she do? I really want to talk about what I do. I want to talk about the Herpreneur Magazine, which is a digital online magazine that spotlights amazing women who's doing some great things that you might not even know, right? We have a relationship coaches we spotlight. We have pastors and apostles that we spotlight. We have so many people that we spotlight because visibility brings what? Credibility, and giving what? Profits. And so the Convo Christian Talk Show all stemmed about what? I think we had the show, 3 years? And we've done over 400 interviews. So this ain't something I just up and decided to do. God gave me the vision 3 years ago. And so now we have a live studio where people come in and they sit candid conversation with me, and we talk about real issues and we talk about real things that Christians go through. What I can say about my brand is that I am very confident that God has sent me to women in business and women in ministry. Why? Because I promise you, I probably have had 100 businesses. I have made every mistake there is to make on business and ministry. And so not only have I made mistakes, but me talking to so many people, helping so many people to really build their confidence. I call the confidence up. And so I'm grateful for what God has truly allowed me to do. And so tonight is going to be so much fun. I want you to, first of all, tag about 20 people, because I'm going to do some giveaways tonight. We're going to do some trivias tonight, and we're going to have fun because we got to show up. We must show up. And so I have a lot going on, not only with the Herpreneur Network, but God has given me this vision called Like a Boss Academy. And Like a Boss Academy is an initiative to help women who know God has called you to minister and to serve other women. And my assignment with Like a Boss Academy is to teach you how to deliver your messaging, to lay out your business plan, to lay out your destiny so you can go and do the work. And so with Like a Boss Academy, what I'm doing, I'm going on a 7-city tour, kicking it off here in Montgomery, Alabama, March the 15th. And then we're headed to Charlotte. We're headed to Virginia. We're headed to Washington. We are headed to Houston. We're headed to Dallas. We're headed to Atlanta. And what we're going to do is it's an intense mastermind class. It is not no laying on hands speaking in tongues. It is a class where you bring your pencil, your pen, and your notepad, and your Christian planner that I created, and we're there to do the work. We're there to show up. We're there, and the ultimate goal is for you to leave with a plan, right? We're not wasting time. We're going to feed you while we're here. We're collaborating with photographers around the world, and we're going to do some headshots for you, because a lot of women don't know what they're doing because they don't have their plan written out. The Word of God tells us to write the vision and make it plain. And so we want to make sure we show up like never before. And so I want you to put in the chat, Dr. Nikki, I'm going to show up. And so I'm going to go in here and see who's talking to me. Go and look, I'm going to show up. And so your show up matters. Your show up matters. What you feel about your brand matters. What you feel about your journey matters. What you feel about your destiny matters. But you got to show up. And you can't wait on cousins. You can't wait on your mommy and them, your daddy and them, your family and them. You got to show up for yourself. So I want you to put in the chat, I got to show up. Come on, put in the chat, I got to show up. And so tonight is all about business in the marketplace. We have some Bible trivias I'm going to do. I just want to have a good time tonight. I wanted to make sure that we was intentional with our time and that you learned something. So go ahead and get your popcorn. Go ahead and get your drink. We're going to have a good time tonight because it's all about visibility. It's all about loving the brand that God has given you. It's all about showing up. Ladies, listen, it is our month. It is the month of guests coming in this month, but I wanted to kick it off with the business edition because I know so many people are always asking me, what is it that you do, right? So when you see billboards, that's what I do. When you hear advertising on the radio, that's what I create. When you see flyers on your pages, that's what I do. When you see people who are doing photo shoots, I'm the one behind the scenes to make sure you pose right, to make sure your hair is on point, to make sure your makeup is on point, and to make sure you pick out clothes. I even have a stylist, right? I have a stylist who pick out clothes to make sure you look beautiful so you can attract your audience. Because if you don't know your audience, how are you going to attract your audience? Okay? And so I want everybody to put in the chat, my show up matters. Amen. And so while we put this in the chat, I also want you to go in and tag your favorite woman in business. Go ahead, girl. Tag her. Because tonight is a celebration. We're going to be celebrating so many women on this live because it's so many women that need to be celebrated. Go ahead and tag some women. Tag them. The person who tagged the most women, I'm going to do some giveaways, okay? Because I got plenty of things to give away. I got t-shirts. I have tote bags. I have books. I have ebooks. I got workbooks. I got planners. What else I got? I got so much to give away. So it's always enough of giveaways to go around. So I'm excited. How many of you are excited? Let's get into it. How many are excited? And so we're going to go on a quick break and we'll come back. And once we come back, we're going to go right into what the expectation of tonight's show is going to look like. See you in a minute. The first thing I want to do is to shout out Glorified Cosmetic. Anytime you see me, my face is always beat to the guys. I want to acknowledge Chandrika Reed. She takes really good care of me to make sure my makeup is polished. The lipstick is from Glorified Cosmetic. The foundation, the eyeliner, everything that I wear on my face is from Glorified Cosmetic. She's dropping her line in April. And so I want you guys to go ahead and follow her and let her know we're supporting her. She's one of our sponsors. The first question I have tonight, and my producer is going to read out the question, the answers. The first question, what I want you to do is drop your business name down and what do you do in the chat. Take a moment to give your own self a shout out. If you are a woman in business, take a moment to drop your name in the chat and drop your business in the chat because I want to shout you out. Okay, let's go ahead and get that done. And while you're doing that, because I told you we're going to go to work tonight, the second thing I want us to do, I want to ask you this icebreaker question. The icebreaker question is, what one thing you wish you could knew before you start your business? What one thing you wish you knew before starting a business? Go ahead and drop that in the chat. What one thing you wish you knew when starting a business? What was that one thing? For me, I think it was all about, I wish I had a mentor because I made so many major and minor mistakes in business because I didn't have a me for me. I didn't have a Dr. Nikki. I didn't have a Apostle Licia. I didn't have a me for me. So I made a lot of dumb decisions because I just didn't know no better, right? I didn't have a me for me. And so I always ask people the question, what is the one thing you wish you knew that you could have thought about before you decided to launch your business? For me, it would have been mentor. And another thing I wish I had was capital. I wish I had some money. Right? I wish I had some money. Another thing I wish I could have did was prayed. Because a lot of business that I had, I didn't even pray. I just did it because I needed the money. And that's what you call a hustle mentality. And so I wish I could have thought about a scripture to back up. what I was doing. I wish I could have had a mentor, and I really wish I would have had capital, right? I never had a problem with being confident. That's one thing I don't lack. I love me some me, right? But I wish I could have had a support system. I wish I could have had somebody I can call on and say, should I make this business venture? Give me the pros and cons, because, I was really teachable. I've always been teachable. I've always been the kind of person who don't mind someone telling me what to do. So I really wish I could have had more of a mentor. Can somebody say, I wish I had one too? Come on, talk back to me tonight. I need y'all to push me and provoke me tonight, because I want us to be intentional with this talk tonight. I wish I had a mentor. Now I have amazing mentors now, but I didn't have it 20 years ago. I didn't have it at the age of 16 when I started my business. I didn't have it at the age of 18. I didn't have it at the age of 21. I didn't have that. So I think it's important that you really think about what is it that you really, wish you knew before starting a business. Another thing I want to talk about is the importance of worrying about who is following you or who is supporting you. A lot of people in business don't move because they worry about, are their mama gonna buy the book, or is somebody gonna support you? I would say, as a visibility coach or as a business strategist, listen, do it scared. Women, do it scared. Don't allow fear to stop you. Don't allow people to stop you. You gotta show up, because what you don't understand, when you show up, others are moved. So don't never allow anyone to tell you what you can and cannot do. Okay? This is so important. You got to make sure you show up like never before, because your show up matters. And when you show up, others will follow suit. So if you're launching a book, or if you're writing something because you're worried about what people say, then that's a problem. That means you're writing for all the wrong reasons. You got to be intentional with what God has given you. Okay? So let me go into this chat and see how anybody listens to their business. Grace, have you seen anybody listen to their business?
Yes, Dr. Tina, she talked about CTR Media Network.
Yes. So CTR Media Network is a podcast and TV streaming distributing platform that I am actually on right now. And what we do with CTR Media, she have allowed you to muzzle your mouth and showcase your platform through podcasting and streaming, and you're able to have your own TV show and your own podcast show. If you're interested in doing that, put in the chat, I am totally interested. And let her know Dr.Nikki sent me, okay? It is important, that you live, right? And so this season, I don't care if you're 60, I don't care if you're 70, I don't care if you're 20, 40, 30, you still have an opportunity to show up. So we definitely want to give a shout out to CTR Media Group, okay? I asked the question, Grace.
Apostle Alicia says she wishes she knew how important technology was.
Yes, that's a good one now, because technology is not going anywhere. That's a good one, Apostle Alicia. Technology is not going anywhere. So listen, you got to follow suit. Mm-hmm. You got to show up. Don't allow the technology to put a damp in what God has told you to do. I don't care if it's, if you're a piano teacher, maybe God has allowed you to become a piano coach where you teach people how to play piano. That's income. If you are a speaker, that's income. But you're going to need social media. Put in the chat, social media matters. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and put in the chat, social media matters. Give me some more comments.
She also shouted out her business, Boss Business Coaching, LLC.
Yes. So Apostle Alicia, which is today's her day. Remember, I told y'all she's part of the network. Boss Business Coaching. It is a organization. It's a company that she owns, where she teach you how to be more visible. She teach you how to lay out your vision. I don't say visible. She teach you how to lay out your vision and how to lay out your plan for your business. And she's been doing it for a plethora of years. Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Dr. Tina says social media matters.
Social media matters. Yes, it does. So we're going to keep this thing rolling, guys. Listen, let's go into the business trivia, right? Are y'all ready? We're going to have fun with this business trivia. I want to ask you one question. What does LLC stands for? What does LLC stands for? Go ahead and put that in the chat if you know the answer. Okay? What does LLC stand for? Now, another question. Who is the richest Black woman entrepreneur in the world?
Ooh. Oh, Dr. Tina said limited liability and company.
And she is so correct. So we'll be shipping her out her shirt. Put that down, Takima. Yes. And who is the richest Black woman entrepreneur in the world? Who's going to answer that? Who is the richest Black entrepreneur in the world? Come on. Now, while they're trying to figure that out, what does ROI stands for? What does ROI stands for? Come on. Do you know that? What does ROI stands for? Takima, if you can share this in the network group for me. What does ROI stands for? Okay? And so let's get those questions. Grace will tell me who answered first, and whoever answered first with the right answer, then they'll win a gift from us. Okay? Let's go into anybody say something?
Apostle Alicia said return on investment.
Yes, return on investment. Apostle Alicia just won her a t-shirt. We'll be shipping that out on tomorrow. Listen, we have a lot in store. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about, should you keep God in your brand? A lot of people are afraid to call the word God in their brand. Should you keep God in your brand? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, listen, did they answer the other question about who's the richest?
Yes, Dr. Tina, but I cannot pronounce that name. It's a Nigerian businesswoman?
No, that's not the answer.
Oh.
Try again. And Tina, you can't say that because you already won. Now, who else? Come on, who else can tell me? Who is the richest Black woman in the world? Who is the richest Black woman in the world? So while we're trying to figure that out, let's keep going. All right, should you keep God in your brand? That's the question I have for you. And another question, how do your brand stand out in the crowd? How do your brand stand out? How do people know who you are? Are you showing up visibility wise? Do you do press releases? Do you have a logo? What do you have in your brand? You know, what are you doing to enhance your brand?
Oh, they guessed it. Oprah Winfrey.
They cannot. I'm not saying nothing because Apostle Alicia already won a t-shirt. So who's next?
Okay, Miss Anquinetta Pope. She said Miss Oprah too.
Yes, Oprah Winfrey is the winner. Yes, Oprah Winfrey. Yay! The media mogul, okay? And it's so funny because Miss Pope was trying to get her t-shirt, so guess what? She just won the shirt. She just won the shirt, so we'll be definitely giving out the shirt. And the person who tagged the most people will win as well. Whoever tagged the most people will win as well. Okay, so this is going to be very important. It's going to be very important. The question I have for you, how do I attract the right clients without feeling salesy? I'm always feeling salesy. I'm always pitching. I love pitching. And, you know, sometimes you have to, you know, show up. Sometimes you have to make sure you're pitching people, because if they never know what you do, then how they're gonna purchase from you, how they're gonna invest in you, how they're gonna follow you if they don't know what you're doing. Okay, so you gotta show up like never before. You gotta show up like never before. I'm gonna see what other questions I can ask, because I love like trivias. I think trivias is so much fun. It keeps the crowd intrigued on what you have going on. And so we're gonna go dive into some more trivia after this commercial. Stay tuned. Go ahead and tag some people, and we'll be right back. back. Listen, are you guys enjoying the show? I'm enjoying spending time because normally when I have the talk show, I normally have guests on and we have these deep conversations and we have a good time on the show. But I wanted to kick this month off the business edition and also spotlighting so many amazing women, not only in the Bible, but also in the world who really have paved the way for us to stand on. So I'm always trying to find ways to spotlight and honor women because, I had to understand that was my assignment that God has given me. Obedience is what better than sacrifice. And so we're always trying to find ways to really showcase what women are doing. And so I have one question for you. Who is your favorite female in the Bible? Who is your favorite female in the Bible? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Who is your favorite female in the Bible? Come on. Who is your favorite female in the Bible? Go ahead.
Apostle asked a question.
How do you choose the best man for your business? I always say Navy Federal. Because Navy Federal has helped me out so much on so many things. I will always push Navy Federal Credit Union. I heard Wells Fargo have a good thing going on. I heard Chase does a lot for businesses. But my number one to-go bank will always be Navy Federal because Navy Federal really gave me a chance when I didn't have nothing. So I'm always push Navy Federal. So I'm excited about that, right? Mm-hmm. And so go ahead and list your favorite female person in the Bible. What's your favorite female? What is your favorite female?
Angela House said Anna.
Who said Anna?
Angela House.
Okay, Anna. Okay, Anna. Who else? Let's see what else we got.
Apostle said the daughters of, I don't know how to say that though.
Apostle always gonna be deep. It should be deep.
The daughters of something?
Zephaniah. I'm not jacking it up tonight.
Zelop.
I know who she's talking about. Who else you got?
Dr. Joe agreed Navy Federal is the best.
Yes.
I need to know who the daughters of that is, though.
We're gonna research it.
We need an explanation. We need an explanation.
Okay. So let's get y'all ready for the Bible trivia? Yeah. Let's get into it. So who was the first woman who was created by God? Don't Takima, you're not on TV. There's some people watching.
No, we can't.
Okay. Who was the first woman created by God? Okay. Who was the mother of Jesus?
Shh, you can't say it.
Takima, really? Who was the sister of Moses? Are they saying something?
No, I think they're waiting in. Not yet. Who was the sister of Moses? I'm putting them in the chat. So
who was the first woman created by God? Who was the mother of Jesus? And who was the sister of Moses? Come on, y'all. Y'all got this. Come on, y'all. I promise you. Y'all got this. Okay. I think Aquanetta said Eve. Uh-huh. That was right. Mm-hmm. Who was Jesus' mother? Come on, talk back to me. Let me see here. Y'all watching me, but y'all ain't saying that. Come on, who was Jesus' mother? Okay. And
she said it, Mary.
And who was the sister of Moses? Okay. Which woman in the Bible was turned into a pillar of salt?
I don't know.
And which woman in the Bible was known as a seller of purple cloth? I like these trivia, y'all.
I think you might have got them on these questions now. They're quiet.
Y'all ain't know y'all
they're quiet.
The $5 of Zelophehad. I think that's what it's called. The five
Yes.
apostles.
Yes. That's how
Come
we
on,
say
guys. Come on.
I think you might have got them starstruck.
They starstruck. Put in the work.
Oh.
Put in the work. Come on, somebody. Who was the sister of Moses?
Let me see.
Which woman in the Bible turned into a pillar of salt? Which woman in the Bible was known to sell purple cloths? Y'all got scared. Yes, come on with these answers.
Mary again.
Mary was, that was Jesus' mom. Come on, y'all don't listen. Y'all got me scared. And these are people who I hang with. Y'all don't know y'all word.
Uh-oh.
Get in your word. I would have won this because I pretty much know all of them. I be in my word. Y'all don't understand. I'm a word girl. I know my word on nothing else. Come on, talk to me.
Can I answer?
No, you cannot answer. You're a producer.
Oh.
Look, the producer trying to take over.
I think you got them. They don't know.
I think they stumbled.
Yes.
So let's get into it. Let me see who else. So the answer is, who was the woman that turned into the pillar of salt? Was Lot's wife. Who was the sister of Moses? Was Mariah, right? And who was the woman who sold the seller of purple cloth? That was Lydia. Now I do got a question. Who was the wife of Abraham? And who was the wife of Isaac? Last question. Which two sisters were married to Jacob? Jacob wasn't no joke with it. Too sure.
Dr. Moore said, I don't know how to pronounce these words here.
Mariah. Dr. Deshaun Moore said Mariah. That was right. Come on, talk to me, y'all.
Rachel and Leah.
Who said that?
Dr. Moore again.
Okay, well, Dr. Moore trying to go past these edge. Come on, know the Bible, baby. Know the Bible.
Oh, Mama Angela wants you to repeat the questions
now. Repeat. The answers have already been given. I said, who was the wife of Abraham? And which woman in the who was the wife of Isaac?
I have faith in Mama Angela.
You got faith in Angie?
Uh-huh.
Come on, talk to me, ladies. She said, keep it up. Yes. Come on. So let me get the answer. The answer is, who was the wife of Isaac? Was Rebecca. And then Dr. Moore gave us the answer, which two sisters were married to Jacob? That was Leah and Rachel. And then who was the wife of Abraham, which is Sarah? Okay. Now here's another question. Which woman sat at Jesus' feet while her sister was busy working? And who was the mother of Samuel the prophet? See, we got to know this word. You can't do that if you don't know the word. Get into it. Y'all got quiet now. Ooh. Go ahead and do that Chat GPT or go Google it. Go ahead and Google it. She said, love it, keep it up. Thank you so much. Go ahead and Google it. Listen, we need to know this word, because when you get into the word of God, it helps you to see how women live everyday life just like us. They lived it just like us, and they went through just like us. But they never allowed the enemy to stop them from doing and being what God has created them to be. The woman with the issue of blood, she had some issues, right? Because we all have issues. But she never let what her issues was stop her from doing and following Jesus and getting healed. She went everywhere, but she never stopped. The Samaritan woman story is amazing. I love the woman at the well. That was an amazing story. We got to know who these women are because these women is the one who paved the way. That's why I decided to do the I Speak Her Purse. Because I want us to walk, live, eat, sleep, breathe these people. Deborah was a whole judge. She was a force to be reckoned with. See, God wants us to know these stories so we can live the Bible and we can read our Bible and get into our word. We gotta get into our word. So the I Speak Her bag talks about Esther, talks about Sarah, Deborah, Hannah, Mary, Lydia, Ruth, and of course Proverbs 31. So I was intentional when I launched this I Speak Her bag because I felt like a lot of women was not getting into their word and reading who these powerful women are who really paved the way for us to be who we are today. Okay? So we got to be able to get into our word and understand what God wants to do in our life and to help us show up. Because if we don't show up, once again, how others going to show up? So this Bible trivia was very intentional because I want us to get in our word, okay? Another couple of questions as we yield. Who was the daughter-in-law of Naomi and later married Boaz? Okay? Which woman in the Bible was a judge and led Israel? I just told y'all that earlier. Who was the mother of Ishmael? Okay? Which woman anointed Jesus' feet with expensive perfume? Okay. Who was the mother of John the Baptist? See, these are things that we got to know. We got to know this stuff off the top of our head so we can be intentional.
Someone said Ruth. Oh,
yes,
people
my
said Ruth.
sister, Shinovia Whitehead said Ruth. Yes, we got to know the story. And so this week in Clubhouse, we're talking about, are you her? Are you Naomi? Because Naomi really paved the way for so many people. Naomi was that midwife. You know what I'm saying? She was that midwife. And I have to talk to people, are you her? Are you Naomi? Because you got to be a light for the next generation. And so in Clubhouse for the last, this week we'll be dealing with that because you have to have a midwife. You have to have people who can hold you accountable. You have to have people who can hold your arms up if you're teachable. If you're not teachable, God ain't going to send nobody because you know everything. Mm-hmm. Right? So take a moment as you're watching this live and tag your Naomi. Who is the person who helped you to see Jesus? Who is the person that you can call on and if you call on them, you call them now, they're going to show up. Who is your Naomi? Can you tag her to this live? Can you tag your Naomi to this live? Tag her. Because if you tag her, she'll understand her assignment to your life. Everybody cannot be your Naomi. No one equal to your level can be your Naomi. Naomi is a person who helped you to birth out what God sees in you. And not only does she birth it out, but she lives the life. She lived it. She lived it. So I just want to come on the show. This is the business edition. I wanted to have some fun. I wanted to get to know you more. You guys can get to know my personality because there's so many things that's going to happen this year so we can be ready to take this Convo talk show to a whole nother level. I'm so excited about the weeks to come. We got guests coming in next week and we're excited. I'm going on vacation on the 24th, so I will not be having.
Mama Angela said she can't tag you.
Oh, so sweet. Sugar.
Dr. Joe tagged you. Miss Antonita Pope. They tagging you?
They are.
They picked you?
They picked you.
Oh, thank y'all. Look, I ain't about to cry. I'm not gonna win the cry thing for the herpreneur network. I gotta dry it up.
Nope.
Caught it right on time.
Someone else.
I felt a little.
You got another tag.
I felt a little like, nope, not crying. Won't get me.
Nope.
I cried enough on last week. I'm not doing it again.
You felt the tug.
I felt a little shivering with Grace. But you gotta have that person. And I'll say this: it's multiple of them, and not just one person. God will put. For me, I have about 4 Naomis. I have 4, 5, probably 5, actually 6. Because every Naomi is a different. You might have a Naomi in business. You might have a Naomi in ministry. You might have a Naomi in life. You know, God will give you different people that hold you accountable for the things that you say God told you to do. So you got to make sure you take care of your Naomi. Yes. Oh, she said you won that title years ago. Oh, I love you so much. Yes. Be okay with sitting at her feet. Be okay with her telling you what God sees in you. Be okay with her correcting you. Be okay with her holding you accountable for the things that God told you. Be okay with being corrected. You know, God can't use your Naomi to the fullness if you don't like being corrected. Put in the chat, I am teachable. I feel a preach. Lord, I'm trying to keep it together. I feel a preach. Be okay with that. Be okay with her telling you, girl, you got this. Girl, don't talk to that guy. Girl, don't do the business like that. Make sure your business is on point. Be okay with her telling you that. Come on. Who am I talking to tonight? So I appreciate you guys for just coming through tonight, hanging out with me. It was not your typical Convo Christian talk show. No, I have a guest over here and we're laughing and catty and talking about all things God. But I wanted to make tonight to be more intimate, where you can get to know who I am as a person, and get to know, what I'm doing, next for what God is taking me. Okay, so we got to make sure we are intentional with our business. We got to make sure we're constantly praying to God about what's next for your life. Because I'm telling you about God, God will pivot on you in a second. Be ready for the pivot. Be ready for the pivot. Be ready for meeting new people in the season. Be ready to build new relationships. God is going to send people your way who truly loves you and believe in you with no strings attached. Receive that for your life. Come on. Receive that. She said another one, edge snatcher. Baby, she be the edge. You be snatching my edges too now. You be snatching. We see each other. We snatch each other's edges, okay? So that's all I have. I hope everybody have enjoyed this show. And I was like, what should I do? And Shane said, what you go on the show and talk about, like, who you are? What is it that you do? Because a lot of people ask that question. A lot of people ask me, what is it that you do? Okay? What is it that you do? So I will say this. I want to make this announcement. Listen, if you're looking to get your business coach certification, your life coach certification, your grieving coach certification, if you want to get your dementia certification, if you want to get your fitness certification, whatever you're trying to get, come see us over here at the Life Christian College. We will get you certified. Yeah, we're in the certified business, right? Once again, I'm a visibility coach. This is another way of you getting credible, right? Because visibility brings what? Credibility. They get you what? Money. Okay? And guess what, guys? That's all I have. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Please like, tag, and share. Let me know that you are on. Don't just be lurking and looking like, oh, she cute. What she do? Say something. Because that one something can change your whole entire life, okay? Show up like never before. You guys have an amazing night. Shout out to my producers and my directors. Shout out to my girls in the audience checking us out. Shout out to CTR Media Network. If you're ready to go on TV, and you have a TV show in your heart, and you have a radio show tag, I'm ready to start my own show. Put in the chat, ready. Put in the chat, I am ready to start my own talk show. And we'll get you on CTR Media Group. If you're ready to get certified, put in the chat, I'm ready to get certified. We will get you certified in those areas. Listen, this year right here is the best is yet to come. This year, 2025, is the year of the best is yet to come. Can you receive that as we end the show?
Miss Catherine said she's ready, and Kai said, hey.
Hey, my daughter, Kai. Congratulations, Catherine. Dr. House is on live. She'll go ahead and respond back to you. Let's get you certified, girl. We got things to do. But it's all about how you show up. Okay? How you show up. Listen, I really have thoroughly enjoyed the show tonight. I got my cell phone with me. I'm trying to vibe and we vibe. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. And guess what? We will see you next week, same time, same location, same platforms. Don't forget to go check out our YouTube channel. because God is showing up like never before. All right. See y'all later.